You'll get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, David Lee is out there with Kyle Singler. Then it's Steve Blake. Then there's Harris. And it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Livingston. Here's the screen. The pass to Turkoglu. From the arc. That's good. Turkoglu's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Pekovic with a screen. And Singler kicks to Pekovic. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside Jefferson. Blake with the steal. Harris kicks to Blake. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here is Livingston, guarded by Blake. And Ontic gets it to go.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Livingston kicks to Jefferson. There's the pick. Dishes to Vujacic. All sorts of time in Atlanta again with the bucket. Atlanta on D. Blake kicks to Pekovic. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Lee. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
The dish to Vujacic. Feeds it to Jefferson. Kicks to Livingston. 5 to shoot. Turkoglu passes to Livingston. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Singler. Blake kicks to Lee. Good. And the assist goes to Blake.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Jefferson. Here's the screen. Pass to Turkoglu. Pass to Vujacic. Knocked away. Blake with the steal. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And that one's good. Singler's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Jefferson. Turkoglu dishes to Ontic. It's good from about 19 feet. Ontic has got his second basket of the night. Philadelphia leading by 3. And here is Blake. Pekovic with a screen. To the middle. Here's Lee. Got a hand on it. Lee's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Turkoglu passes to Livingston. Back to Turkoglu. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Lee. 7-foot shot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lee's got his second basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kaman is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Azili comes in for Lee. Barnes, he's checked in for Singler. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Steve Blake. Now here's McDermott. Here's Rooney. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Came in a screen on Douglas. Harris kicks to Kaman. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Nicholson. He feeds it to McDermott. Harris outside. To the left wing. Now here's Muhammad. He's tightly guarded. Tries from 7. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
McDermott kicks to Douglas. And at the top of the key, McDermott lets it go with a 3. Atlanta again missing. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Azili dishes to Barnes. Harris kicks to Azili. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
The Atlanta trails by 5. Now here's Douglas. Lets it go from 14. Barnes grabs the miss. Harris with it. Here's Muhammad. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia leads by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
They've got Hito Turkoglu. Livingston is out there with Vujacic. Then it's Parawantic. And it's Jefferson in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Vujacic. Hits the target from 18 feet. Vujacic has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Atlanta. Philadelphia leading by 3. Blake passes to Lee. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here is Livingston. He's had some play.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Jefferson following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Jefferson kicks to Vujacic. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now Young, picked by Lee. And here is Blake. Off target from three-point range. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Livingston dishes to Jefferson. Here's Vujacic. The shot will not go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Singler. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Turkoglu. Beyond the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Atlanta making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Jenkins, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Lee passes to Blake. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Good on the second free throw. Atlanta with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Dinwiddie kicks to Jefferson. To the left side wing. Here's Vujicic. Cans the shot from the wing. Vujicic has got 4 this quarter. Philadelphia leading by 3. Blake with it. He dishes it to Jenkins. The feed now to Blake. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Can't hit.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Dinwiddie kicks to Jefferson. There's the pass to Vujicic. Dishes to Antic. Feeds it to Vujicic. Fires from 18. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Pero Antic. Looney comes in for Jefferson. McDermott's checked in for Hedo Turkoglu. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Sasha Vujicic. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kamen's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Azili comes in for Lee. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Singler. And Harris subbed in for Steve Blake. And so it's Atlanta with it after Devin Harris's miss. Douglas for 3. Rebounded by Devin Harris. There's the dish to Nicholson. It's picked off. Harris outside. He kicks it to Jenkins. Kaman dishes to Muhammad. Rebounded by McDermott. Atlanta trails by 3. Up the floor. Stops. Pops. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. McDermott's got his first 2 points of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Kaman kicks to Azili. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. One's checked in for Atlanta. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense. And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Azili. Kicks it to Kamen. Now here's Barnes. Over to the left wing. Goes up the baseline. Muhammad, no luck. Here's Vaughn. It'll count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We've seen David Lee really having a great game.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Steve Blake is out there with Devin Harris. Then it's David Lee. Then it's Kyle Singler. And it's Pekovic in at the 5 down low.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Now here's Turkoglu. He has 6. Ontic passes to Turkoglu. Here's Vujicic, guarded by Harris. Jefferson down low. He's against Lee, and he gets it to go. Jefferson's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Lee dishes to Blake. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into... two easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Harris kicks to Blake. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now here is Harris, covered by Vujicic. Lee goes in, lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got 11.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Atlanta calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Jefferson, and here's Turkoglu. From the arc, second shot opportunity, and Jefferson with a nice bucket inside. 6 points for him.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Moving it up.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And so here is Philadelphia after the basket by Atlanta. No good from Lee.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepped. stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the foul against Hedo Turkoglu. That's his first foul. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Atlanta. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Sean Livingston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Wilcox is checked in for Harris. Pekovic with a screen. Here's Blake. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Blake's got his third bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Screen by Jefferson. Dinwiddie passes to Jefferson. Bullock kicks to Turkoglu. Clock at 6. Passes it to Ontic. 18 feet away and he knocks it down. Ontic has got 6.
He hit.